Hello, everybody. Welcome to Eventide Online Church. I'm here to give you the latest in the breaking news going on around the world, and there's so much going on. This is one of those broadcasts that's going to have a lot of one-liner, two-liners. We're going to go through it real fast where I go breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. A lot of big stuff happening. Big news in this little ditty I'm going to do. So I'm not going to spend too much time right now in the morning like I usually do, but I'm going to tell you this is what's on my mind. Turn the heat up. Start your fire, get the blankets out, put some pillows on your couch, make yourself a hot cocoa or a nice hot coffee, and just hold, even if you don't read the Bible, hold your Bible close to you and enjoy yourself. Think good thoughts. Cozy up. Have a good, cozy day. Okay. Think of all the good. Okay. Think happy thoughts, good thoughts today. All right. Of of where we're going. Enjoy yourself. Go out into the back 40, into the yard. Um, just get all oozy, cozy. Okay, just think of all the good things going on in your life and how you could do good things for others in your life. I'm just saying, have a love day. Okay, between you and the Lord, between you and your family. That's what I want to tell you. Just take those moments. Get a coffee right now. Pause me. Get a nice coffee and do it up now. You'll go somewhere for this. I got some bad news. I got some good news. So I got some end time news. We're gonna go for it right now. I love you guys. That's what I felt an hour or two ago to tell you. And then I was going through the word, and no, Garrett, just tell them to enjoy themselves with me, with the Holy Spirit, with yourself. All the good going on. Okay, cozy up. Know that you're well loved. Not just by God, which we know, but by me. I love you very much. We all love each other. This is Eventide Online Church. But there's so much going in the news, and we're going to get to it before 3 minutes. How's that sound? 2.5 minutes. Here we go. Big news. Debbie also says, I asked Debbie, what would you like to? Thank you for your prayers. Debbie did an updated optical. They looked at her eye yesterday. She had surgery the day before we went to Dawson Creek, and I had the worst trip on ice that I ever have in my life. I've got big pain right through here to my back. I've done a couple Tylenols, I tell you. Man, I just went down like a rag doll and right on the curb, and I couldn't get my hands out to stop me. Right outside the optometrist office. But anyways, the optometrist says Debbie's looking good. The eye infection, it's not red like some people, and we'll continue on. We'll do a voice call in a week and then a hands-on in a month for her dilated eye that they operated on. She counted 7 horses in a field on the way to Dawson Creek. You know, we go down that straight road because we're in the middle of nowhere. That's where I do these ditties in the middle of nowhere. Tumbler Ridge. Google it. If you think the world's coming to the end, move to Tumbler Ridge. Americans are welcome. We got a lot here. Houses are cheap, or were cheap, maybe not anymore. So, anyways, oh, and another thing I noticed Debbie's left knee down below her knee down to her toes. Man, it was getting really, she's diabetic, but it was getting really dark, brown, black. You know, I was worried. The doctors kind of shrugged it off, but it was getting really discolored. And it's going pink again. The color's coming back. You know, it's going pink. Okay, I was supposed to start the news a little earlier, and she did something magical with her left leg getting out of the car yesterday that gave me hope. Get that paralyzed side working again. Gene Hackman, you guys. What's with this? Gene Hackman was found passed away in his house with his wife and dog, and they're not saying too much about this. So Gene Hackman, the prolific Oscar-winning actor who studied portraits ranged from reluctant heroes to conniving villains and made him one of the industry's most respected and honors actors. He was found dead along with his wife at their home. He was 95 years old, you guys. Mystery here. There's more coming out of that one. So we'll keep an eye on that story about Gene Hackman and his wife and dog found dead in the house. Like, is there something going on there? Stay tuned. Oil climbs after Trump cancels Chevron's Venezuela license, you guys. I hope you could hear me. That's an hour ago coming from Router. I love you guys. Okay, here we go. Breaking news. CDC defies Donald Trump's executive order and will participate in a vaccine meeting with the World Health Organization this week. Yeah, President Trump signed an order prohibiting federal funding for the C-19 mandates or for any. He also stopped all this money from the Biden administration going to another VAX for the next one. Like Donald Trump, yesterday he does this show on in a big statue, and I give him a hard time, but there's a lot of good things. The Epstein files are being released today. All the names and what there was going on there in that secret file. I got more of that coming up. So lots of news coming out. So yeah, the CDC is defying Trump's executive order, and they're going to have a meeting with the World Health Organization. They can do what they want. Their Epstein files with the client list is to be revealed February 27th. Today, says Pam Bondi. Okay. She was seen with Elon Musk walking out of a building or a plane. I have that in here. There's lots of stuff going. Donald Trump warns that 1 million federal workers who haven't responded to the Doge email that Elon Musk put out. Elon Musk put out an email to all the federal workers in the state saying, give me 3 PowerPoints or 4 power. What did you do last week? What did you do for your job last week in an email? And 1 million people didn't bother answering. So now they might all be fired, those 1 million people. Big news. Every little thing here is big news. South Carolina Republican proposes that Donald Trump's face go on the new $250 bill. Hey, Americans out there, you're going to get a $250 bill, a bill that's worth $250. So 4 of them will get you $1,000, right? So yeah, this South Carolina Republican lawmaker suggested by honoring President Donald Trump with his face on the bill. Usually you get your face on the bill after you're president or passed away, but they're talking about maybe getting his face. Egg prices are expected to go up by 40% this year, 40% more than what they even are now. Okay, how many of you going to keep buying eggs? I'm going to get some chickens, you guys. I'm going to get some chickens out here in the back 40. Anyways, here we go. What are we? Lawmakers in multiple states are attempting to overturn same-sex marriage rights. Revivals. Some good news. Remember I reported the other the revival going on at that college campus? They're all over. Tennessee, Virginia, Ohio. College campuses. Who would have thought? But right across the nation. 10,000 converts this month alone already. February. In the month of February, and this is just college students, 10,000 they figure. Prayer groups are multiplying, getting huge, along with faculty members. The teachers are along with the students doing Bible studies at the campus. So this is going on. Maybe you have a son or daughter that knows more about this than what I'm reading, but that's just out. Yes, Donald Trump and Elon Musk are going to walk into Fort Knox. They're going to see if the gold is still there or missing, if someone stole it by their words. So that's going to be big. I wonder if they're going to do a Facebook Live, a YouTube Live on it. Wouldn't that be cool? Well, Donald Trump would do Truth Social. But they've announced the plans to personally inspect Fort Knox. So that's coming down. That'll be big news. Brazil's President Lula da Silva says BRICS is committed to ending the U.S. dollar dominance no matter what. So he's in the news. Just in, China warned the United States to stop providing weapons, military weapons and hardware to Taiwan. What's this one here? Yeah, United States is to release Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs and client list tomorrow. Some of it, the odd page has been released already, but the whole disclosure is coming out today. I don't know what it's going to entail, but I've already seen a couple of big names leave America that are on the list. Why? You got something to hide? Hey, come on, let's talk. Just in, the United States and Russia are in talks on economic cooperation in the Arctic, up in the Arctic for trade and natural resource development. Wow. Here's another breaking one. President Trump slams the European Union. The European Union was formed in order to screw the United States. That's the purpose of it. And they've done a good job of it. But now that I'm president, it's coming. And he's also, President Trump's put 25% tariffs on the European goods. And the European market there, all the nations say they're going to fight back. So yeah, Trump announced 25% tariffs on European Union. And just in, Donald Trump says, Ukraine, you can forget about joining NATO. Lots of news here. Yeah, Gene Hackman, it keeps coming up. Everybody knows, big breaking news today. He died alongside his wife, a pianist, Betsy Arakawa, and their dog at their home. Now, was this a planned exit, from this world? Were they getting old? They wanted to do it together as a. I can't say anything. It's gonna come out. I didn't like this news. I mean, I liked it. That Berlin, Budapest, Buenos Aires, Frankfurt, Jerusalem, Madrid, New York, Niagara Falls, Paris, Rio de Janeiro, and San Francisco chose last night to honor the Bibas family. Those two little babies and the mother from Gaza taken back in coffins. So they honored in various different ways. Toronto refused. Biggest city of Canada. Canada. I'm sorry, world. That they don't. Trudeau's running a thin line right now. People think he stepped down from all that news. He hasn't stepped down. He's still running the country. He's flying around the world. He makes the decisions. Trudeau said he's not going to run in the next election. So there, in Canada, there's no every 4 years, and there's elections on November 11th. Canada could go a long time because there's so many different ways of keeping a guy in power. You know, you got to get the NDP, the Conservatives, to vote for an election, and the NDP is in the Liberals' pockets. We got a weird system up here, man. The U.S. House The U.S. House of Representatives Foreign Affairs Committee decides to stop using the term West Bank. The United States isn't going to call the West Bank West Bank. You know that part in Israel, kind of like a Gaza, but it's in Israel and it's called the West Bank, and there's a lot of Palestinians in there. Well, the United States is going to use the term Judea and Samaria as a first step towards recognizing Israeli sovereignty over these territories. And that's probably because the Bible talks about Judea and Samaria, not the West Bank, in the last days. There's scriptures in the last days, Judea and Samaria, flee to the mountains, you in Judea, Samaria. There's a lot of scriptures. So God's turning things for the end times, Bible reading watcher, making it easier for us to understand end time events, in my opinion. As phase one is over in Israel, oh yeah, phase one's kind of over in Israel, of the hostage release program and the ceasefire. It's not a peace deal; it's a ceasefire. So we'll have to see if Hamas keeps going, and I think they are. Okay, let's go. Yeah, here. Netanyahu received a green light from Donald Trump to continue the war if Hamas does not agree to an extension of phase 1 of the deal. There you go. The Supreme Court has temporarily halted an order mandating the Trump administration to release billions in United States foreign aid. General Mike Flynn, true American patriot, you call him what you want, bring up some of his old past, but this is what he says. General Mike Flynn calls for the death penalty for federal traitors who committed treason against the president. And here we go again. Attorney General Pam Bondi says Epstein information will be released on the 27th today. President Trump will shut down over 120 IRS tax offices nationwide. Okay, let's go to another one. Doge says it has already slashed 65 billion in federal funding. Canadian here. This is what I'm telling you about. We have the NDP Jagmeet Singh, who has a lot of seats. Then you got the Liberals and Conservatives. But he says President Donald Trump should be banned from Canada because he's a convicted criminal. Far left, NDP. Way exit stage left, you know, in Trudeau's back pocket to make a majority government, I figure. BlackRock, I don't know much about them, but BlackRock and Bank of America have dropped their DEI policies. I don't even know what a DEI policy is, but I'll say that. Yeah, Elon Musk, he was seen with Attorney General Pam Bondi. They're going to release that. They're going to release that, you guys. What else do we got here? The Pentagon has issued a memo stating that transgender service members will be discharged from the military. The memo regarding the separation of transgender individuals from the military stated the department only recognizes two sexes now, male and female. Okay? If you tick that other box, other, there's no other box, other. It's male or female. Pentagon, that's out from the Pentagon, you guys. What else do we got here? Yeah, Iran. Big news. Iran is now weeks away from enriching enough 90% uranium-235 to build a nuclear weapon. It is developing warheads at the Parchin complex. If not stopped, Iran could conduct its first nuclear test this year in 2025. Both Netanyahu and Donald Trump are aware of this. So expect some action in the coming weeks, you guys. Maybe days, anytime. Anytime you're going to see Elam destroyed, but they got to go deep down these sites. And the United States has these bombs, but they just go down short. So when they bomb these nuclear work on sites in Iran, they're going to just have to keep pummelating that spot, bomb after bomb after bomb, so it goes lower and lower and lower in the earth. Okay, what else do we got, you guys? A Colombian man was arrested at Cartagena's Rafael Nunez International Airport. Why? He had $10,000 of capsules of cocaine under his toupee, hidden under his toupee. He's 40 years old. He was caught through a scanner. So if you're into that sort of thing, you're going to get caught. Don't try to hide these things under your fake hair or wig. That's 220 grams he had. But he got caught. What else do we got here, you guys? Oh, yeah, those Chinese are using live fire drills off of Taiwan right now. Not to mention what they've been doing in Australia, off between Australia and New Zealand. Do you know that they're using live fire? And they found a torpedo that didn't explode, and it was on the beach, on Australian beach. I saw pictures of it. A live torpedo just sitting there from China, a ship or a submarine probably from China. So China's picking up the sword rattling around the world. Poland, this is huge. Poland is adapting all the airports in their whole country for military use. So they're going to extend runways. They'll probably have a hangar, for military planes. But every single airport in Poland will be able to facilitate, um, facilitate military jets and planes and all that kind of stuff. You guys, let's go to breaking news right now. I love you guys. I just threw on my red Mac jacket. We used to call these Mac jackets in the old days, the blue or red checkered. They're kind of for the back 40. Remember as a kid, we used to wear these and then a hoodie underneath. Yeah, hoodie. We have to have a hoodie on, then wear kind of one of these, and then the hood would be on over your head. The hoodie could be a blue hoodie. Remember back there in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s even? More 70s, eh? Okay, a few... okay, I'll read it. A few days ago, Dr. Fauci said his worst nightmare is the evolution of a brand new virus. So now China just broadcasted they discovered a new pandemic. So was Fauci referring of this? Did he know about this, or is this just so convenient? Okay, let's go to breaking news. Okay, Foreign Minister Saar says our delegation, I guess he's a foreign minister of Israel, and he says our delegation will go to Cairo and examine whether there is common ground for extending the outline in exchange for the return of more hostages. So there's I believe it's about 60 proven hostages are still in Gaza, and 35 of those are bodies, or 35 of those are half and half. There's about half alive and half are just bodies. So you got about 35 live hostages. So they're probably going to milk that one, try to do whatever they do. So what else do we got here? Russian President Putin. This is breaking news. He just said that contact with the new American administration instills hope. So he's liking Donald Trump in there a little more than not. President Trump, yeah, he's finally imposed that additional 10% tariff on China. So China, they're getting just a 10% more tariff. And what else do we got here? Anything breaking news? Here, hold on, you guys. Okay, I'm just going to end with some of the weather news going on. Some big storms still around the world, tornadoes and stuff like that. But here we got Artvin, Turkey. Heavy snowfall in the center of Artvin, Turkey. I mean, when cars disappear in the whole block, you can't do anything. And there's also a huge eruption of the Kilauea volcano in Hawaii. Huge eruption. Huge eruption. I'm looking at a video of it now. Oh, you want to see it? Kilauea. Kilauea. Oh, how do I get back there? Here we go. Okay, what else is happening in weather? A massive forest fire. Massive forest fire. I think that's Japan. Look at that. Look how huge that is. It keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going. And it's in Ufanato of Iwate Prefecture, Japan. When do you get forest fires like that in Japan? Okay, and it keeps going and going and going. That was huge. Pray for Japan. Here, what do we got here? And another. South Africa, huge heavy flooding. Heavy flooding in South Africa, you guys. Fire, and then there's fire on Table Mountain in the Cape Town of South Africa. So fire and flooding. Well, heavy floods in the coastal town of Port Shepstone in southern South Africa, and then there's huge fires in Cape Town, South Africa. Oop, like big fires. I could show you that. You get the drift. Wow, you guys. So news is off the charts. You guys, curl up. Don't worry about anything. Hold your Bible close to you today. Open it up now and then to Psalms, Proverbs, and have yourself a nice cocoa if you don't drink coffee. Have a coffee if you drink coffee. This is your day, okay? This is your day just to relax. Be joyful. Think of all the good things that have happened in your life. Even that couch or that comfy chair you're sitting in, you guys. Okay? And then take your phone. And if you haven't phoned your dad in a long time, phone your dad. Okay? If you haven't phoned your daughter in a long time, phone her up today. And, if they're not following the Lord, but you are, you know, don't nail them with the end times or anything. Just, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm sitting here having a coffee. I was just thinking of you. I love you. Okay? Spread some love today. No pressure. Relax. This is your day. Put on some praise music, some Christian music, through your television, through your stereo. Put on your favorite songs and enjoy the day. That's what you got to do. Today is a day off away from the world. It's just relax. Okay? Everything's going to be fine. There's nothing to worry about. I didn't say anything in the news that's super duper scary or bad or anything like that. The mark isn't out tomorrow. It's going to be okay. We're going home soon, okay? So you're going to make me tear up. I love you guys. Have a good day. And remember, there's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about at all. God loves you so much. There's good things going on in the world, eh? The light gets brighter in the dark. I love you guys. Keep praying for me and Debbie. We're doing good. I'm going to do that today. I'm going to just relax. Have a good day.